Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. Today's read will be a collective read. So as per usual, I will be starting off with an oracle and we can clarify the existing energies with tarot. Okay. Okay, so we have two cards here. We have High Honor, okay, and then we also have Coffin. What I'm hearing is putting something to rest. And so there could be some sort of an ending, or you are enduring some sort of pain from an ending. Okay, we do have the High Honor card, so someone here could be in a position of authority. It could just be a connection or someone, a relationship that you had very high hopes for as well. But initially what I was getting here is like putting something to rest. So like, you know, even if you're in the process of healing, maybe you're just accepting what is. You are accepting the reality of a situation. With the Coffin card, I do feel like something is being finalized or something feels like it's officially over here. Okay, and there may even be an energy of wanting to rise above with that High Honor card, wanting to move past the situation, but also maybe even be the bigger person in this situation. Maybe you feel like that is what the situation is requiring you to do. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, so we have the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Nine of Cups. This could be a week where you're kind of like getting back into something that you like doing, like a hobby or something that you feel like it nourishes your soul with the Three of Cups and the Nine of Cups. Some of you are just putting yourself out there, maybe spending time with loved ones, just trying to take your mind off of a situation and focus on yourself. The Nine of Cups is a very self-focused energy, and it's usually about, you know, self-fulfillment as well. Wanting to feel happy, but wanting to be the reason that you're happy as well, and not really relying on any outer sources to make you feel that way. With the Three of Cups and the Nine of Cups, this could also be choosing yourself specifically in a situation where you feel you were not being chosen. Whether it's you felt a form of neglect or you feel like there was a very indecisive behavior here. Maybe there was a case of juggling. And it's like telling yourself, I don't want to be a part of that anymore. You know, I'm choosing myself. I'm choosing to put myself first. Okay, I'm going to start off by seeing how you are being viewed this week. The Seven of Swords. There could be some sort of dishonesty that has resurfaced, or there's something here that you've figured out about this person. Okay, so this person could be viewing you as, again, figuring out some sort of truth, but on the flip side, they could also be suspicious of something when it comes to you, whether it's trying to figure out what you're currently up to, whether there's some sort of strategy involved in wanting to reconnect with you, because the Seven of Swords could be a very strategic energy as well. But something is coming to light. It's like, you know, it's almost a sense of you can't hide or you can't run. So whether it's a truth that's being illuminated, maybe it's some sort of clarity that you were, you know, seeking. And even if you did not directly get, you know, receive this clarity from this person, there is an energy of you knowing or seeing things for what they are. I feel like this could be someone who's trying to figure you out, but it's not the most direct energy with the Seven of Swords. This person could be wondering if you're up to something else, if you're up to something new, you know, that sort of energies here. We have the Knight of Wands followed by the Ten of Pentacles in the challenge position. This person may feel like their lifestyle is what created a challenge in creating something or maintaining something stable with you. The Ten of Pentacles, it could be letting me know that you were in a higher level of commitment with this person. Maybe for some of you, there are children in this dynamic. But as far as the Knight of Wands goes, it's like something to do with their lifestyle or it's almost like a very fast moving energy. This could be someone who travels a lot. This could be someone who's very inconsistent because of whether it's what they do for work or just how they choose to live their life. But they're starting to realize how that has impacted the stability and the connection here. Hence why those two cards are coming up in the challenge position. This may be someone who feels like they could have had it all, but they were failing to make a decision. Whether it's they were juggling, whether it's they were just in and out with you and not, consistent enough. But the inconsistency in their behavior or in this connection is being highlighted. And because it's coming out with the Ten of Pentacles, it's like, okay, well, this is what I had and I was unable to maintain that, or this is what I could have had, but I was unable to work towards that. How are you viewing this person? Queen of Swords. You feel very upset with this person. You may actually view them as responding in a very frustrated kind of manner or choosing to turn their back towards a situation. So you may feel this person is not really open for conversation. Instead, they are upset or wanting to keep to themselves. Okay. I do feel, again, with the Queen of Swords, there is something that is becoming very, very clear to you about this situation, about this person this week. It's almost to the point where you cannot ignore it. And the Queen of Swords is usually cutting ties or leaving something behind. And it's a very honest energy. Now, it could be very difficult to deal with. The truth that is coming forward could be very difficult to fathom. But despite that, it is an energy of, okay, well, this is what it is, and this is what I need to do, or this is what I want to do moving forward. Okay, but you are viewing this person as detached. You may feel like they would rather not speak to you at all than speak about something that is uncomfortable to discuss. In your feelings, we have the Magician and we have the Nine of Wands. It seems to me that you're trying to manifest something new for yourself, but you're in a very guarded energy. It's like feeling like you want something to change, right? Or feeling like you're tired of, feeling very down or depleted because of this situation. But with the Nine of Wands, it lets me know that this is a situation that took a great toll on you emotionally and may even be playing some sort of a role in trust issues that you've developed. Because with the Nine of Wands and the Magician, it's like, okay, this is what I want, this would be great. But Nine of Wands is like, I don't know if I can have that, or I don't know if I'm in a place to, receive that. Like there's something here that's causing you to feel very guarded or not trust what's going to happen next. So for example, if you were in a commitment with this person for a very long time, it could be that you're wanting to create something new for yourself, but leaving behind something that feels so familiar, or leaving behind a situation that you felt very comfortable in, could be something very, difficult for you to do here. Okay. Nine of Wands is also about protecting your energy. What feels wrong, it feels that way for a reason, right? So even if protecting your energy feels very hard to do, or maybe you are feeling nostalgic or you're wanting to speak to this person, there is some sort of a sign that's being presented to you as to why you should be protecting your energy, or why there's some sort of a red flag in this situation. Again, I'm not saying that it's easy to do, but I do feel like a sense of peace of mind would, or is something that you're working towards, but would also help you. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. You're choosing yourself. Queen of Pentacles is knowing your worth, knowing what you bring to the table. And furthermore, she's holding that pentacle there and she's like, okay, where do I want to put this pentacle? Where do I want to invest it? So moving forward, you're going to be very cautious with where you're investing your time and energy. Even when it comes to this person or this situation, it could be, even if you're conversing with them, you're not giving them your all. Or for some of you, you are choosing to completely block them or withdraw your energy from this situation with the Nine of Wands. Ace of Swords, another card of clarity, but it also speaks about being truthful with yourself and listening to some sort of a sign that is being presented to you. Okay, there may even be something that it doesn't necessarily have to be a sign, because the swords usually talk about like more of a mental energy, but also logic, right? So there's something here that that may be hard to accept, but it is going to help you in, or it's going to aid you in moving forward, is what I see. So this is a week where you're choosing yourself. You're very guarded when it comes to this person. And you may even feel like you've developed some sort of trust issues because of this situation at hand. We have the Four of Swords clarifying the Knight of Wands, and we have the King of Swords clarifying the Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, that this breakup or separation was very recent, okay? For others of you, it could quite literally be a divorce with the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, as well as the Ten of Pentacles. This is someone who's thinking about you in silence, but there's, because it's coming up in the challenge position, they are feeling very restless. Do I see someone who's frustrated and upset? Yes. But I also see someone who is missing you and thinking about you and still thinking about the connection that you guys shared with the Ten of Pentacles. So there is a lack of communication because this person may feel like, okay, you're upset with me, but I'm upset with you, that sort of thing. But with the Four of Swords, there's a very restless energy here. There may even be something that this person is doing to kind of help them cope with what's going on between the both of you. So whether it's like overindulging or making impulsive decisions, I do see it as doing something very like impulsively, yes, but also to kind of distract themselves from their emotions and their mind and their thoughts, that sort of thing. There's anger, but there's hurt. There's a very avoidant energy, but there's also a very restless energy, because even if this person is doing anything to, or doing something in particular to avoid thinking about the situation, when they are on their own, they feel like that is the only thing they think about. When there are no distractions around them, this is what comes to mind. So in their feelings, we have the Two of Wands, and that's pretty much what I was touching on, wondering what the future holds or if there is a future between the both of you here. The Two of Wands is also acknowledging the distance, Four of Wands, at a distance from you, acknowledging that you guys are very emotionally distant in the current moment, but wanting to come together. But it's almost an energy of wondering, right? Two of Wands and Four of Wands could be, I want to reconcile or I want to come together, but is that possible? Two of Wands could also be a card of planning. So this person could be accepting that in the current moment, it's not the right time to reach out, or the both of you are upset with each other, but they're holding on to some sort of hope, or they're creating some sort of a plan of coming back together with you. Then we have the Five of Wands in their feelings, and we have the King of Wands. This person does not want to, it's like an energy of, okay, this feels very conflicting. There's a lot going on, but they're not letting up, or they're very determined to find a solution here with the King of Wands. The Five of Wands and the King of Wands, this could be a very confident individual, very attractive, very charming, could also be, someone who is, like, there could be something that they're very passionate about when it comes to their work and they're very good at it. So like a skilled individual as well. But with the Five of Wands, that's usually a very chaotic situation. So with it upright, I feel there's some sort of chaos or drama currently going on in this person's life or in their environment that they're dealing with. But they're not wanting to show you that, or they're not wanting to at least show you how much it's impacting them. It's like putting on some sort of a facade that everything is okay or they have everything under control. But behind the scenes, I do see someone who's very frustrated with a situation that they feel powerless about. So Two of Wands, Four of Wands, yes, wanting to come together with you, but Five of Wands, there is an outstanding obstacle here that is still going on or still progressing, whether it's another person, whether it's another situation, whether it's many other people. It could be this person's lifestyle, right? We have the Knight of Wands, we have the Five of Wands. Like, it could be someone who has a lot going on, but they're still trying to focus on the situation here. We have the Empress followed by the Emperor. Wow, in the potential outcome. So what makes this connection intense is feeling very close to each other despite the distance, or feeling upset or angry, but still feeling drawn to each other. Like, there's a sense of, yes, I'm upset with you, but I still care about you, or I still, love you. And so with the Empress as well as the Emperor, there could be a lot of lessons in this connection is what I'm seeing, but also it's like an energy of, you may feel this is someone who triggers parts of you, but you also feel like they heal parts of you. And I think that's what makes this connection feel very intense and maybe even confusing at times. Okay, of course, these two cards could be read as, divine masculine, divine feminine energy. So for some of you, it could be a twin flame connection that you're involved in. But for others of you, it's just this really intense connection that this person is acknowledging. Okay, there's definitely a commitment here that they want. It's like wanting to come together, viewing you as someone who feels like home to them. The Empress is being clarified by the High Priestess, and the Emperor is being clarified by the Six of Wands. wanting a successful outcome here. Some of you could be dealing with someone who is in the public eye as well. With the high honors, we have the Six of Wands, but this is someone who wants to speak to you, someone who wants to or see some sort of a successful outcome here. But the Empress is being clarified by the High Priestess. So I feel like there could be a very silent energy, or there's an energy here is choosing to kind of remain held back for a while. The High Priestess may be symbolic for silence, but it also speaks about your intuition being heightened. So some sort of signs that you're receiving here. The Chariot, okay, Cancerian energy, and the Wheel. So this person is definitely working towards some sort of progress, but I think in the current moment, there may be something that they feel they need to work on in their personal life here. And what's interesting to me is like this is a connection where it seems to be a lot of extremes or ups and downs. And this person is acknowledging that, right? But there's also an energy of, I wish that things weren't so complicated, right? Whether it's because it's full of lessons, because you guys, may get into situations where you feel very angry and detached, but then you guys still feel drawn to each other or come back together. A lot of intense emotions here, but I do see this person working towards some sort of a change, but I do not see it as a quick change, because there's something that they're actively working through or trying to solve, right? So they're trying to solve or find a solution here, but with the Two of Wands and the Four of Wands, they feel like in order to come together with you, they need to have some sort of a plan. They need to kind of like map something out, or they can't just come in impulsively. It's like needing to think about things thoroughly here. And Six of Wands, the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune is something progressing, something moving forward, usually after a period of a break with the High Priestess or more of a self-focused energy. Even if the both of you are individually focusing on yourself and your lives, there is this connection that you guys still feel with the Emperor and the Empress. But it may be an energy of acknowledging, okay, we need to be by ourselves now, or we need to do something individually prior to coming together. Like the both of you it may feel like you either have a mission together or you have a mission individually before the both of you come together, is what I'm sensing. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for you guys. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.